Well, I wasn't sure if I was going to talk about this because it's bad news for real estate agents. There was a lot of people asking for my reaction to probably the most disgusting real estate agent I've ever seen. Many of you heard about this on our morning meeting the other day. Another agent was arrested, and this is by far the worst I've ever seen. Listen, he took a client off of life support. I wanted to talk a little bit about it, give you my reaction, and most importantly, the game plan for you and I moving forward so we can try to repair all of these thoughts that people have about real estate agents and the NAR and legal and moral practices and that type of thing. What we're referring to here today, and you're welcome to Google this. I'm not even going to say the dude's name. He's a total asshole. You're welcome to Google this. The article, the headline, I'll put it here right now. Scumbag Florida Realtor gained $1.6 million in properties after pulling client off of life support. Yes, that's actually what happened. So I wanted to talk a little bit about that. It's a December 6th article. You can just Google Scumbag Florida Realtor. You'll see all kinds of articles about this guy. You can do your own research on this. I'm not even going to say the guy's name. It is disgusting, some of the things he's done, and more importantly, what his history was for years before this ever happened. How in the hell did he even get a real estate license? So I wanted to talk a little bit about that. And, you know, allegedly, you got to say allegedly because everybody's innocent until they're proven guilty. He had clients sign lots of forms, which got him the ownership of $1.6 million in properties. He had them sign a power of attorney. The very next day, he had a do not resuscitate order. The very next day, he took it to the hospital and they unplugged his client. This is literally what happened. Now, remember, this is just alleged. Because they have a video of him actually getting it notarized, that doesn't mean he's actually guilty. Because they have a video of him going to the hospital, that doesn't mean he's guilty. Because they have a video of him at the bank sucking all of the money out of their bank accounts that he's using for his own good, that doesn't mean that he's actually guilty. Because they have videos of him stealing their vehicle and driving it across the state of Florida over the course of several weeks, including all of the toll road pictures, that doesn't mean he's actually guilty. He's presumed innocent. So what I did was I went to that article and I looked up his name and I found his company website, his brokerage website, and it's got his cell phone number on it. So I've got this special little machine that we can put in a cell phone number and look at their previous criminal history. It is the worst I've ever seen in history. 110 charges, including multiple felonies over the years, sexual battery, stealing money, credit card fraud, forgery for checks, all of these different issues. Do your own research, check it out. But my question is to NAR, my question to the Florida Association of Realtors, how in the hell does this guy have a license? We would never approve it. This is not who real estate agents are. It's not what we represent. We don't condone that type of activity. And as a matter of fact, it makes all of us look bad. I guarantee you the public can't be more upset or mad at him than we are. Because it's not who we are and it's not what we represent. This being on the back of the short sale queen that was just arrested for all kinds of felonies as well, including mortgage fraud, forgery, taking copy and pasted signatures and putting them on other contracts unbeknownst to those clients. All of those problems that are coming up here, it's really starting to make you wonder, why is there so much bad press out there about real estate? Are we the new cancel the funding of the police? Is it now cancel the funding of the real estate agents? There's an awful lot of bad stuff. And let me tell you, we are the largest organization in the world. If you're a member of NAR, you are a member of the largest organization in the world. There's no organization of any kind that has 1.5 million members. None. It's the biggest. Which means it's a fraction of a fraction of a fraction of 1% of the people that do these bad things, and they're getting press. Well, let me tell you, I've been coaching realtors for 25 years. We've been pros at getting tons of great press for all of the wonderful things we do. And I think it makes us mad when we see people doing the wrong thing because we know that's not who we are and that's not what we represent. So nobody is more angry about this than us. I'm sure you'll agree. Let me know if you agree here. It looks bad on everybody and we work way too hard. We make too many sacrifices to have to put up with that sort of thing. I coach hundreds of thousands of realtors at all different levels. I coach tens of thousands personally, but hundreds of thousands follow our stuff on all of our YouTube, our Facebook, our Instagram channels. And I can't tell you how often I hear from people that say they're putting their clients' needs first. They have to take a cut because it's in the client's best interest. Why would I do this when this is what's better for my client? They will sacrifice their own family's livelihood. Many times real estate agents are struggling and not doing real well and barely make anything on a transaction in order to help their clients out. And then you get true, thanks to the sheriff for saying this, true scumbag realtors that are doing this sort of thing in South Florida. Come on. I know a lot of agents in South Florida. This is not what they represent. So of course it makes us angry, but I'm an action taker. I think we should do something about it. I think if we're that big of a group, why don't we do something to fix all of these issues that are out there? I started thinking, because I've actually lost sleep about this, I started thinking about all of the great things we've done, even just my community, the agents I'm involved with. If you've been to some of our events, 600, 800 people in a room, they've been coming for 10 years, 15 years, 18 years, however long it takes for them to retire, they're staying involved with Greg Luther. They're not leaving. But we always do things to give back to our community. So many of you know, when my kids were smaller, we used to do the Thanksgiving meals for the needy families. Back then it was Craigslist. We would run ads on Craigslist. If you're a needy family, let us know. If in this area, at that time it was the Tampa, Florida area. If you're a needy family in this area, let us know a little bit about your story. We're going to choose 10 families that we're giving you a fully cooked, full dinner, no questions asked. We will deliver it directly to you on Thanksgiving morning. We did 10 the first year. My kids got to see there's a lot of people a lot less fortunate than us. It's not like we're trying to pick up a client. Those people can't buy a house, right? We're just doing it to give back to the community. We do 10 the first year, 20 the second year. I get a bunch of employees to help us. We're doing 30 the next year, 40 the next year. You know what the cool part is? Lots of other real estate agents that go to our events, they start doing the same thing. Our third year, we gave out over 1,000 family meals around the United States to needy families. There's no ulterior motive. Those people are never going to be buyers or sellers for us. Many of them are in a trailer home with no electricity. So this was truly out of the goodness of our heart. Well, then we started saying, well, why are we only doing this once a year? What about Christmas time? Let's start doing some toy drives. Let's try and help the children in the area. So we started doing bicycle drives where we were getting all kinds of bicycles and taking them to the neighborhoods, and the entire neighborhood comes to the front and they're able to pick any bicycle that they want. We start doing this, and agents around the country are doing this. And most importantly, we got lots of press for this. How many of my coaching members have done really well in real estate because they started getting press about this? The news came out, the newspaper, the radio interviewing them, showing that we're giving back to the community. That's what we need for real estate. And all this bad crap that's been going on, and NAR doing a shitty job at disaster control. I think if we're that big of an agency or of a community, we should take it into our own hands. I want you to write down a website, prlog.org. If you have some good news, you're helping, you're Habitat for Humanity, you're doing Wounded Warriors, you're helping folks in your area, any good news, things where realtors are giving back, or real estate agents, I'm trying to get away from that word, real estate agents, if you're giving back to the community, or anybody that you know is, let's get some press about it. If you go to prlog.org, they have a free option, and they have another option that's like $20 or $50 or something. That can be a press release that goes out to hundreds of websites. It gets on Fox, it gets on ABC, it gets on all of these things, and we can start to repair that damage that so few people have been taking up the headlines with. I think it's our duty to do so. So all of these things that we've done, and I know I shouldn't say thousands, there's definitely hundreds of you that have done this, following me for decades. If you have, say so in the comments here. But I'd like to know your opinion. What do you have in mind? Is there something you do? Do you give to the Make-A-Wish Foundation? Are you doing some great things for your community? Do you give back? Do you help people that are short sale? Do you donate to their church? What are you doing that's good, that we can spread a little good about real estate? Please do me a favor, whether you're doing it now, you know somebody that is, or you have a good idea, put it in the comments section here, because we're going to create some troops. We're going to get everybody together where all of us as a community can start to repair our industry, the thought process people have about us. You know, I can't stand reading the things. We've now proven in the court of law that all of you have conspired to keep real estate fees high, and that's the reason home prices are so high, and it's all the realtor's fault. Hell, even that stupid-ass president said the same thing. So it's our job to make a change to public perception. Nobody else is going to head it up. Let me volunteer. I want you to say something in the comments here that you think would be good for us to spread into the communities nationwide, whether it be giving back to the elderly, giving back to children, helping those that are needy, anything we can do. Those that are struggling financially, anything like that. What can we do? Give me some ideas here, because I'd like to come up with a couple of game plans, get lots of agents around the country doing it, and then get a national press coverage on this. Nobody can get attention better than me. Let's get a game plan together and all of us work together to repair this industry that's been demolished in 2024. Let's be honest about it. We've got a target on our back and it doesn't look good. And then you get assholes like Scumbag Florida Realtor, as he's called, or Short Sale Queen, who's now arrested. All of these things that keep happening. There's another one. I don't even want to bring it up. It's even more disgusting. Email me. I'll tell you about it. Just happened today that I had another agent send to me here. We have to repair these things. We have to get our industry back to the level it once was. I know thousands of agents that put their clients before themselves. I know thousands of agents that will struggle themselves financially, struggle to pay their own bills because they want to do what's best for their client. And I'm telling you, this is not a couple dozen people, thousands. That's actually the norm in our industry. Would you agree with that? So let me know your thoughts about this, and let me know your ideas around this in the comment section below here. What I'll do is I'll do a follow-up video for all of you that are following the page. I'll let you know what our game plan is. I'll show you what your marching orders are. I'll show you how you can help to repair the industry as well. Ultimately, it's going to help all of us. We're all going to do better. We're inevitably going to get some residual business from it as well, because you will get a lot of attention in your area. But I think that we have to do the right thing for the industry first, for the public perception. I want to head it up. I want you guys to participate. If I get the participation from you, I promise you it's going to happen. So let me know in the comments here. Make sure you're following the page and you ring the bell if you are a real estate agent. We're going to get a game plan together here, and I want to show you exactly how we can help. I don't have an ulterior motive at all. I'm not trying to create an association. I'm not trying to get rid of NAR. I'd love for that to happen, but I don't want anything to do with it. I want to do this because the industry needs it. So I'll head it up. I'll give some direction based on everyone's advice here, and we'll get some national press coverage as well. Let me know your thoughts here. Make sure you're following the page, and check us out on Facebook as well, Greg Luther Coaching. Everything's at Greg Luther Coaching. I'd love to help you out, give you some advice on growing your business. This just really struck a chord for me here today, and I'd like to not bitch about it, not promote that things are bad, but actually show we're going to get a ton of press, a ton of coverage on us doing the right thing in America. Let me know your thoughts here. I'm Greg Luther, and we'll talk to you very soon. Bye-bye for now.
Hey, it's Greg Luther, and listen, if you don't follow this channel, there's a good chance you're never going to see me again. I consistently put out regular content, and it's extremely helpful for real estate agents to grow their business. I want to keep you up to date on what's working so that you're in the know and you can take action accordingly. So be sure that you like and comment here, but most importantly, make sure you follow, share, and subscribe to our channel so that you don't miss out on anything. I'm here to help you in growing your business, and I'd love to do so. Follow right now.